As an immigrant scientist, I am surprised how little conversation is focused on welcoming immigrants into science. Universities do a reasonable job, but the number of associations that start with American is staggering. Even the word American, as we all know, has challenges. Is there a way to address that?
I think that this is a very important question. I thank you for posing it. It's one that we've talked a lot about at the Entomological Society of America, the name of which is a long, we've had that name for a long time, and so people sometimes feel very passionately about keeping the America, but we are an international organization, just as we're an international organization. Entomology itself is global. There's insects all over the whole world, 1.5 million species everywhere. The impacts of entomology is really far-reaching in every country, in every biome. Why do we have this name? I think that there have been, and I'm not sure if you find this for the AAAS as well, Dr. Barabino, but we have had at times, intentional campaigns and pushes to try and increase international membership, and invariably, what ends up happening is we still have a very North American focus in terms of the timing of when we hold our meetings. So if we do have international participants who are in different time zones, they're having to attend things in the middle of the night. The languages that we have a lot of our text in is primarily in English. And so we're saying one thing, but we're actually sending a different message with the actions that we have. And I don't just mean, like for all societies, I think this is something that we really, as you mentioned, need to do a much better job at. And this is something that I think should be really part of, as you mentioned, question asker. This should be something that should be part of all of the DEIC work. All of the diversity, equity, and inclusion committees should be focusing on this as well.
The only thing I'd add, I think that was a great response, is that often we do have to look beyond the name to what's actually happening. What are the actual actions? And so AAAS, for example, has always been global and a worldly, international level professional society and interdisciplinary. But I don't think it's wrong to question how we name things. And because I think as a society, we are revisiting a lot of words that we use. Even if you think about how we refer to people from marginalized groups, there's something about paying attention to the words that we use and what they stand for. So I'm not saying we shouldn't do that, but also take a look at the actions, particularly when there's some history that you can actually judge someone over the course of their history.
Mm-hmm.